UK. Healthfreedom UK. Every Tuesday. Healthfreedom UK. Healthfreedom UK.
Hello and welcome to Healthfreedom UK with Not a Dr. Robert and Lowlands Pete.
Nah, fuck that.
Nah. Yeah.
There's too many.
Hey!
My father told me there's too many people in the world.
He'll return as a bacteria.
I'm gonna come back as a disease.
As a virus. Yeah. Hello. A bit late.
Good evening, everyone. Yes, it's Tuesday, and it's me, the baldy boomer, and Pete, the Dutch
Not
producer.
bald.
Yes. Are you going bald, Pete?
No.
No, you got too much hair, man.
Yep.
And a racist flag.
Yes.
You racist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Come get me.
Yes, good evening, everyone. It's us again. It's Tuesday, and it's another Health Freedom UK news and entertainment show here to entertain your Tuesday evening with a few laughs and a few silly things, some serious stuff, and some music as well. Yeah, and so there's most of the news is all about bloody Trump, isn't it, Pete? It's all about Trump and Ukraine and Zelensky.
Yeah.
And the
Peace.
EU leaders and
the children. Yeah.
So yeah, it's all a bit rubbish, really.
It is, but they're probably covering up for something, Robert.
I bet you'll be covering it, or you've probably covered some of it in your show, Pete, today, in your
it
daily.
wasn't a daily, for sure.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah.
I do apologize, Pete. I've had I know this might sound strange, but I've had a busy day.
That's very strange. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened? Now, what happened was, so at 8:20 this morning, my phone rings, and I'm up early these days anyway. And my phone rings. I'm thinking, why is my mum ringing? She normally doesn't. We don't normally call each other till 9 o'clock. So the phone rings at 8:20. She says, "Love, I've left me alarm thing in that I hang around my neck." She's got one of these alarm things,
Yeah.
I've left it in your car. I said, "Oh, Mum, didn't you pick it up?" I said, because the day before, yesterday, I went to her place and I took her to the dentist, and she got in the car, and then as we're driving off, she went, "Oh, I've got my alarm thing still round my neck." I said, "I'll just put it down, the side there, and take it with you when you get out of the car." Of course, she forgot to. And then they're ringing her at 8 o'clock this morning saying, "Are you all right, June? Your alarm's going off and everything." And it was still stuck in my car.
Okay.
So she was like, "Oh, could you bring it back?" So I had to drive all the way back to Milton Keynes again. Oh, I've got an itchy neck. I've had a haircut. So I had to drive all the way. I know it sounds funny.
I'm not going to say. Never mind.
So I had to drive all the way back to Milton Keynes today, and it's about 45 minutes there. And then she said, "Oh, can you take me up the city?" So I had to take her up the city and drop her there. Then I had to drive back. Then I had some other things to do. And also, I'd like to thank everyone who's bought some salve recently. I had 4 salve sales today. And some of that was also due to Sonia Polton, which was very nice of her. She gave my my salve another plug, Pete.
Nice.
I don't know if you watched it on Monday, but she gave it another plug.
No, I haven't.
So yeah, that was very nice of her. And so yes, I put in my link and everything, and some people got in touch with me. So yeah, and I've got to make more salve tomorrow, Pete.
Yeah, good.
I've
Good
got
for the business.
It's all picking up. It's all about the reggae.
All your aches and pains, pure organic ingredients, homemade natural remedies, CBD salve, CBD salve. A little salve for the skin, rub away all the sin. Order now, do not wait, send a mail, don't be late.
Yes, the link is in the show notes, along with my favorite channels, of one of which is the Starfish Troopers on a Wednesday, which I will be appearing in tomorrow, and also the Soul Excalibur on a Monday as well, which I occasionally appear in. Steve Turgoose to Steve on a Thursday, and I believe there is also a ladies' night this Friday, and the link for that is all in the show notes below. So tune into all your favorite shows, even tunes.
Well.
So yes, and remember, if you don't order some salve...
If you wish to support the channel and get some pain-relieving salve in the process, send me an email to cbd-salve@hotmail.com, and I won't feel the need to kidnap you or kill your cat.
Poor cats.
Yes, the poor pussies.
Poor pussy cats.
And next up then, I suppose, Pete, we better do the...
do the thing. Yeah, do it.
Yeah, do the... I'm just trying to find it. Hang on, where is it?
Oh,
there it is. It's this one.
Who is in the chat? Who is in the chat tonight?
Yes, it was, of course, James. He was first. No, not really.
he wasn't.
No, not really. I'm only having a laugh.
He had us a little worried, actually.
We thought James had died.
Yeah, that's what we thought.
And no, it was Kitty. So
Kitty
gets the round of applause, Pete.
Oh, does she? Okay, there we go.
And not that she's excited about beating James or anything. And not that James is sore about being not even second. Daughter was doing something on my laptop, so couldn't get first. Damn. Or should we do it in the James accent? Daughter was doing something on my laptop, so I couldn't get first. Damn. Damn. Sporran. I was playing with me Sporran. I was wearing me kilt.
I was looking outside. I saw the sun. Oh my god!
Yeah, the sun appeared, so I ran out. And good evening, Titty Ricky. Yes, he's Titty. He's Ricky. He's Ricky Titty, and he's in the Isle of Wighty. Yes. And then there's some crap producer that said hello there.
Hello.
And then after that, we have Mascara Snake. Yes.
Oh, Snake.
Mascara Snake, who's doing his dailies now. He's doing a daily now.
He's doing a daily, and he's was that last night on Smith, or is he coming on Smith?
Is he?
Did I miss that? Yeah.
What is he going on, Mr. Smith?
Well, fuck yeah.
Hey, blimey.
Hey, he's a massive breakthrough.
Yeah. He'll him and Derek.
When the Americans find out, what the fuck he's playing, oh my god.
They'll learn who Derek Akora is as well.
Oh, yeah.
And he's Roberto, he's rhyming. He is the Roberto Rhymes, and he's here with his chimes. And he's Cookie, he's Hairy, and he's the Munster. He's Hairy Cookie Munster. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
As well. Good. And who else have I missed? Ridiculizer is here as well. Good evening, Days. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight. And let's have a look. Have I missed anyone else? I'm going down. Rich T is here, and he's still drinking his tea out of the Healthfreedom UK mug. Yes.
Yeah. Like me.
Unless he smashed it to pieces, which I wouldn't blame him. And who else is there? I'm just going down. I think we might be nearly at the end here. And the Alice, who is gorgeous, is here. Yes, good evening, Alice. Hey up, lads. Hey up, Alice. You and Kitty are our only ladies joining us tonight. So well done. Congratulations. Oh, no, beg your pardon.
Well, Paula said was busy. So
just a quick hello whilst making tea in Newcastle in hotel again. And good evening to you, Amanda. Nice to have you here.
Hi.
And Paula's in
busy.
She's busy. Mum's over, isn't she?
Think so, yeah. So she'll be listening probably.
Yeah, she's whooshing away. She is, yeah. So what have we got for you tonight, then, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight, like I said, it was a little bit short on the news tonight, but that doesn't matter. You know, I've still managed to pull something out of the bag.
No, yeah.
We've got the Switzerland worried about a lab leak, UK carbon dioxide daily allowance, Operation Raising the Flag, nothing to do with anything around here. Epping victory, which I'm just going to cover in a second now. Police facial recognition. Bikes take the piss. Yes. We've got a special message for someone in the chat as well. And why kids should not have a smartphone. Bot farms influence. And why are you always late? I mean, we were late today, Pete, weren't we? Maybe
a little, yeah.
Yeah. And
well,
we've got,
the Queen was, or the King. Yeah.
We've got an emoji lawsuit that's happened as well.
Ooh. Okay.
And Liz Truss says elites hates Britain. The elites hate Britain, says Liz Truss, the shortest ever serving Prime Minister of the UK.
Well, she's been saying a lot of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, she can say what she likes now. She's got a lovely pension, hasn't she, Pete?
Well, and she no more power, so
no more power. Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
she might get back right in the race with one of the new groups forming with Farage or Robinson or
maybe.
God knows. Yeah,
maybe. And good evening to the Jen.
Hey,
she's here.
Hello. Hi,
hello.
Jen.
Hello. And Rich T says
all the ladies are here.
Rich T says the mug is still in splendid health, Robert.
Wonderful.
It's probably because you're
mine too.
And yes, mine too. Actually, it's probably because you're filling it with vitamin C. Rich T.
Hey.
I've got some terrible dad jokes for you later.
Back
by popular demand. We've got some terrible dad jokes for you. And there's no need to apologize, Jen. No need to apologize. It's all right. At least you're here because Steve Turgoose is queer and he's not here. Yes. Steve, where are you? Yes, talk is cheap and actions speak louder. Absolutely, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's anything you'd like to discuss with us, please put your comments down. It does help me and Pete. Pete will be monitoring the chat, and if he sees anything interesting, he will put it up, won't you, Pete?
I will put it up. Yes.
Yeah. So
definitely. Yeah.
Oh, and Jen says thanks for the chutney, Rob. Did you like it, Jen? Did you like the chutney? So yeah, that was made by me and my partner, Jen. So I hope you did like it. Obviously, the longer you leave it, Jen ordered some. She didn't order some chutney. She ordered some sour, but I just chucked in a pot of
some chutney in it.
Chuck some chutney in. Sometimes when you order stuff,
I hope
from
you didn't mix them up.
Healthfreedom UK, you might just get an extra something. Okay? Yeah, gone down a storm with the family. Wow, that's great.
Okay.
I'm really glad you liked it, Jen. That's really good to know. I've eaten 2 pots of it already, Pete. I'd send you some, Pete, but it'll take about 6 years to get to you.
Yeah, probably. No, I'll pick it up.
Let's storm straight in, Pete. Let's literally hot off the press. Okay, hot off the press. We have got this one. Yes, let's put this up. Yeah. Epping Migrant Hotel is set to close as council wins landmark legal battle that may spell end for every asylum hotel and end Labour's policy or place Labour's policy into chaos. Yes. This is literally in the last couple of hours. This has appeared in the news. Epping Grand, says Cookie. Yes. So this has just appeared in the news. So what's this all about then? So basically, Epping Forest District Council has won a landmark legal battle, securing a temporary High Court injunction that will force the closure of the Bell Hotel in Epping, Essex, as a migrant accommodation site by September the 12th. The ruling granted by Justice Ayer was based on the council's argument that the hotel's use for asylum seekers violated its original planning permission, a decision that could set a precedent, potentially impacting the future of other asylum hotels across the UK. Mm-hmm. The Home Office opposed the injunction, warning it could breach asylum seekers' human rights and create a precedent that might lead to similar legal challenges elsewhere, potentially disrupting the government's asylum accommodation strategy. The council's legal challenge succeeded on planning grounds, with the High Court granting the temporary injunction that requires the hotel's owner, Somani Hotels Limited, to stop housing asylum seekers by September the 12th. The council's leader, Chris Whitbread, hailed the decision as a victory for common sense and significant step towards addressing the strain on the local community. The Home Office opposition and wider implications is that it's intervened in the case, arguing that the injunction would substantially interfere with its statutory duty to avoid breaching asylum seekers' fundamental human rights and could create an impetus for further violent protests. Its lawyers warned the ruling could become a new norm adopted by other local authorities, potentially undermining the government's national asylum model. The Conservative leader, Kemi Badenoch, described the outcome as a victory for mums and dads concerned about safety, whilst Reform UK's Farage called it an inspiration for other communities. The council stated that it's only the first stage and it will return to court to seek a permanent injunction. The hotel group has announced its intention to appeal the decision, arguing it would set a damaging precedent for the wider asylum strategy. There we go. So what do we think of that, ladies and gentlemen? Do you think that's a good idea? I think it's a good idea, Pete. I mean, we've got...
Well, it was never a good idea to begin with, so...
Well, it was never a good idea to give people this. And
no.
And all
but
this...
now what? What is the alternative? That's what I'm thinking. Like, okay, so we got them out of the hotels, so where are they going now then?
Well, in other countries, Pete, they put them in tents, don't they?
Yeah, but if this is already not good enough...
Ex-army camps, from what I understand. So...
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's some new prisons that could put a load of migrants up. I'm sure there could be, or maybe they could do what the British homeless people do, and that is sleep outside on the pavements, Pete. Maybe that's what they could.
They could do that, but that's not solving a problem, is it?
And Alice makes a good point here. They're just putting them into homes now, smoke and mirrors.
That's what I think.
Absolutely right, Alice. You could be absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'd stick them in a travel lodge, says Roberto. Yeah, but where am I going to stay? Oh, no, I like Premier Inns. Actually, it's fine. And Cookie says, now all those migrants will be dispersed through the scatter program. Mm-hmm. Do you know about the scatter program, Pete?
Yeah, I had it in the daily.
Oh, did you? I'm sorry, I didn't watch your daily. I was too.
Well,
busy.
I was yesterday, but that's okay.
Yep. So yeah, and this is also, you've also got going on right now as well. Let me remove this. Oi. Spanish chicken is here, and also what's going on. I hope you like the background Spanish chicken. I'm sure you.
He'll appreciate our fucking decoration. Oh, yeah.
And so this is going on now. Operation Raising the Colours is underway across the UK. As councils declare war against St George's and the Union Jack flags, patriots across the country are now placing flags everywhere. And Pete, I was driving down Milton Keynes today and yesterday, and I'm seeing it above bridges. People are hanging flags now, whether it's the Union Jack, or if you're not allowed to call it that, the Union flag, and also the St George flag as well. They're being placed everywhere now. So again,
and taken down as well.
Again, and I think this is on the background.
That's a game, right? It's that game now, right?
This is on the background of the fact that you were allowed to have an LGBT bloody flag. You were allowed to have a
Palestinian
flag.
Israeli.
You're not allowed to have anything that's patriarchal. Or that supports the
evil
the country.
Racist.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's crazy, I know. But it's backfiring, so that's good. I'm happy about that. People have had enough of this hypocrisy, and the people or the government not listening at all. So that's good.
Yep, absolutely.
But I don't think it's a solution. It's not like this is gonna solve the problem that they close hotels. But there's another financial incentive gone, because I think that as well. These hotels, they rake in fucking millions by doing this. Yeah, and they shouldn't be able to do this.
I completely agree.
They're hotels, and I totally agree with that. That this is not. Then we can put the homeless in hotels too. Then we can put everybody in fucking hotels whenever we feel like, right? And we're not doing that at all. Some reason this is a special situation, so that's not right.
It really upsets me, Pete, when I see British people on the streets. It really does.
Well, and that angered people, right? Why are the vets on the fucking street, and why are we putting them in hotels, right? But there they say, well, we cannot do that because hotels are not meant to house vets, or but. Again, and that's why they won this case, because hotels are not meant to don't have this designation.
Yeah.
Right? So it took a bunch of migrants to get the rules upheld. Right?
Listen, Pete, we know this is just all a plan, and it's all smoke and mirrors. I'm sure there's something behind it. Even when this action is happening.
I do worry for that scatter program, because that's why they're as soon as your mom and dad die, you have to fucking pay inheritance tax now and all those things, right?
Yeah.
So that's all that, and that worries me more than them putting them in hotels, really. But okay,
and we've got and Spanish has just turned up, and he's the most wastest person here. But we do have some exclusive footage of Spanish outside near his shed. I'd like to share it with you now.
Push it to the limit.
He's putting some action in there. Wow.
So Spanish, we hope you're doing well there. It looked like you were.
Yeah, looks happy.
He does look happy.
But they're coming with a shed tax, right? Or something like that. Was that
a shed tax?
That? Shed tax, yeah. So yeah.
Yes, Cookie. Is a koala working himself into a lava. Yeah, very good. And
I smile more, Rob.
I smile more, Rob. Moving on, yes, and moving on. Then, what was I've thrown myself off now. We've done that one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. So, the UK has officially finished its carbon tax test. And here's some horrible facts you don't want to know about it, but you're going to know. Here we are.
Concluded a trial of a personal carbon dioxide allowance, which, as the name implies, calculates how much carbon dioxide is produced annually in the UK and then divides that per person per day, then works out by how much that figure needs to fall in order to meet net zero goals. We have the white paper in my office that informed the trial. The whole concept of a daily carbon dioxide allowance is now out there for all to see. Conspiracy theory no more. I bloody told you so. To anyone who is advised by data and empirical evidence, not mass formation psychosis, carbon dioxide is the gas of life, necessary for all life on Earth. It's plant food. The more CO2 produced, the more food, plants and trees the Earth is blessed with. The climate change scam is not founded on science, it's founded on feelings. It has become a religion for those who consider themselves above religion. Quick maths means your daily food allowance of 2,600 grams of carbon dioxide will be enough to buy 26 grams of red meat, one mouthful, and then eat nothing else that day. I raised this years ago in this chamber when the World Economic Forum first called for a limit on red meat of 30 grams a day. Another conspiracy theory that's come true. A cooked breakfast will have to be half the size to squeeze into your daily allowance, again with nothing left over for food for the rest of the day. Your daily allowance will cover 2 plant-based meals a day because predatory billionaires like BlackRock and Bill Gates are buying up farmland to grow the cereals and soy needed for plant-based meals. So not surprisingly, the whole thing is rigged towards the products they can exploit for their own financial gain, including plant-based fake meat, which contains 20 chemical ingredients. Most are shared with pet food. The World Economic Forum at Davos has hosted speakers calling for this system to include carbon dioxide credit trading, so rich people can live their lives exactly as they do right now, and poor people can skimp on food, clothing, travel, electricity and entertainment, and sell their excess credits to rich people. The rules never apply to the people that make them. The war on livestock is a war on good nutrition based on a lie, which is designed to enrich billionaires.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let me take that away. Let me remove that. So that sounds great, doesn't it, Pete?
Yeah, well, we've been warning you.
So we've got 15-minute cities. We've got you won't be able to eat the meat. You've got the migrants fill in the hotels. It sounds like everything's going really well at the moment, doesn't it? In this,
for the New World Order, yeah, great.
Yeah, it does. It sounds like everything's going great. And on top of that, though, you've also got all the facial recognition coming in, which I'm going to be covering it very, very shortly. And what did some of the people have to say about that? Let's have a look then. At least he wasn't having an angry one. You can call me a fuzz. All right, let's have a look. You're getting Spanish says you're getting taxed to death now. Yep. All the Aussies says and Cookie says if they start a personal methane allowance, then I'm fact. And this guy is smart, says Spanish. And he thinks he should be the Australians' premier. Yeah. And what else was he? Very true to that Cookie. Yeah. You'll be punished for bottom burping in bed. Yeah. And
there's going to be Bovair in your food, so you won't be farting at all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I buy organic milks, Pete, so I won't have any of that Bovair.
Oh well, it will end up in your cheese, your yogurt, your everything.
You're probably right there. I follow a lady actually that tells you what products they're in. So she's got a whole list of all the products.
Still under the experimental label, I think, right? They're still trying it out.
Apparently so, yes.
Yeah. So, and once that's over, then it's in all the products.
Yeah. And do you now, Pete? You're a big bike. I suppose your country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aren't they? You're big bike riders, you know.
Yep.
But in London, bikes take the piss. They really don't give a fuck, do they, Pete?
Nope.
Look. They really don't give a fuck. You know, it's called the zebra crossing. They're meant to stop. And it just carries on like that, and it's just bad behaviour. So let's get rid of that. And
Yeah.
are people more considerate in your country, Pete, when it comes to riding bikes?
In the big cities, no, but more so. Yeah. Well,
Is it
yeah.
more?
We
like
are more
that than
accustomed to
you-
the bikes as well, so I think that it's
You have zebra crossings, do you, Pete?
sure.
Yeah.
No, we have the best bike lanes in the world.
You've
But-
got to. You've got to
Yeah,
stop
no,
that.
it's really true. Like every country in the world is like, oh, I want to do bike
Let me
lanes.
just
Should
get my
do it
door.
like the Dutchies do. You know, the Dutchies. Oh.
I'm just sorting the door out because it's squeaking away here.
Uh-huh.
Just once.
Give it a drop of oil.
It's a bit like me. It's squeaking away.
Mm-hmm. Needs a drop.
And
So it's here bikes. We are born with a bike, basically. So it's different here.
yeah,
It's a cultural thing. You have to get used to it, right?
Yeah,
I think
of
that's more.
course. Yeah, of course.
So.
And Pete, I love you, man.
Thank you.
I
Oh.
genuinely love you. You know, and
Slightly gay, but go on.
Yeah, but I've got a special message for you, Pete.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, thank you, Robert. Love you too.
It's been a while, Pete.
Yeah,
It's been a
good.
while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And
You
moving
asshole.
on, we're flying through them.
Hey,
tonight.
hey, Robert, I got one for you too.
Oh,
yeah.
go on then.
Okay, I love it.
On oro. This is the inside, this is outside. Put the outside, put it down like this on your tongue, like this. Roll down. Like that. Like that.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, go on. Next,
Well, what's one of those, Pete? I don't know what one of those is.
a black banana, I think, but I'm not sure.
We're a bit cheeky on this show.
Are we?
We're a little bit cheeky. And
Very
moving
gay.
on. Yes, I can get rid of that one. I can remove that one from the studio. And and let's remove that one from the studio as well.
Oh.
And moving on, yes. Police facial recognition. There's more of it coming up.
Everyone with a passport. When you applied for your passport, brushed your hair, sat down for a photo that would stay with you for the next 10 years, I'm guessing you didn't expect that photo to secretly be turned into a police mugshot. But that's exactly what's happening. British passport and immigration databases are being used by the police for mass facial recognition searches without a clear legal basis or the public or Parliament's knowledge. The number of searches of the passport database has skyrocketed from 2 in 2020 to 417 in 2023. This not only violates our privacy, it puts us at serious risk of misidentifications and injustice. It means police officers could secretly take photos from protests, social media, or anywhere really, and seek to identify us. The police shouldn't be able to scan and track us without cause, consent, or accountability. If you believe in privacy, freedom, and justice, now is the time to act.
Yeah. This is again leading to your digital ID, isn't it? It's just more and more digital ID. And talking of more digital ID, so this coming up at the end of this month is the Notting Hill Carnival, Pete. It's
your cultural highlight of the UK. Yeah.
It's the biggest carnival in the whole of Europe, I believe, possibly the world. I don't know.
Too racially biased.
But facial recognition cameras are too racially biased to use at Notting Hill Carnival, say campaigners. Yes.
99% of the fucking people going there are off color.
Yeah. So civil liberties and
Okay.
anti-racism groups have intensified calls for the Met Police to abandon its plans to deploy live facial recognition
I
cameras
wonder why.
at the upcoming Notting Hill Carnival, exactly, asserting the technology is racially biased and unfairly targets the African Caribbean community, the events that it celebrates. The Met has rejected these claims, maintaining that the system is accurate and balanced across ethnicity and gender when used at its current settings. 11 civil liberties and anti-racist groups, including Liberty, Big Brother Watch, the Runnymede Trust, Human Rights Watch, have sent a letter to the Met Commissioner Rowley demanding the cancellation of the deployment. They argue the technology is less accurate for women and people of colour, citing an independent report by the National Physical Laboratory, which found that the Met's neo-face system shows bias against black males and females when run at low thresholds. The groups warn that using LFR at the carnival will exacerbate concerns about state power abuses and racial discrimination, especially given the Met's history of institutional racism. They also point to a High Court challenge launched by Sean Thompson, a black British man who was wrongly identified and detained by the system whilst returning from his community work. The groups describe the LFR as mass surveillance that threats all attendees as potential suspects. The Met Police maintains the LFR technology is reliable and effective, stating it's led to 1,000 arrests since the start of 2024, including 52 registered sex offenders. The Met asserts that the system is accurate and balanced across ethnicity and gender when using its current operational thresholds. They plan to deploy the cameras at on the approach to and exit from the carnival outside the main event boundaries to identify individuals wanted for serious offences like knife crime, sexual assaults, as well as missing persons and those subject to sexual harm prevention orders. The force claims the technology will help ensure public safety at the event, which attracts up to 2 million people, Pete. 2 million people.
Yeah, it's too big. That's crazy. That's way too big.
I remember going to Notting Hill Carnival because I used to live a couple of miles from Notting Hill, Pete, in London. And I used to go when it was just the Notting Hill Carnival, and it was great. It was absolutely brilliant, and there was never any trouble or anything like that.
Whereas you have 500,000 people going there, and now you have 2 million people going.
Now there's 2 million people that go there
because it's international as well now, right? So
I mean, this is like 10 times the amount of people that go to Glastonbury. And Glastonbury,
it's the same happened with Mardi Gras in the US, right? That became too big, and all those here Love Parade became too big, and you cannot sustain 2 million. You know, you're gonna have death, murder, rape, and all that shit happening, of course.
Yeah.
So, and how are you gonna police? You know, in the middle of that, the only way you can do that is by using technology like they are. Right, and then after the fact, you can maybe pick them out of the crowd or whatever, and form a case or have some evidence. But to not do this, it would even be more stupid. Like, because last year there were a couple of deaths, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. There's always deaths.
Yeah, stabbies. And that's not going to be less this year. And I'm surprised that it hasn't been a real terrorist attack. You know, like a car properly driving through it.
Yeah.
As I remember, I don't know. Not sure, actually, but
I love the
carnival. God knows, you know. God knows.
I began to look in facial recognition in supermarkets breaching people's GDPR rights, and it's looking promising. We can claim it caused us distress and claim compo that comes out of that corporation's pot. Interesting, Mahat. Keep us updated with that. That's very interesting, actually. But
you do get compensated, right? If you're unlawfully arrested or unlawfully whatever detained.
Yeah, I mean,
here you do. Right?
I mean, the thing, what I understand, Mahat, is that if you wanted your all your facial recognition, if you went into the supermarket that day and then you contacted them, you say, I want to see all my personal video recordings of me walking around the store, and I want it deleted. I believe under GDPR, Pete, they have to do that, right? But I also understand that you are you fall into a contract when you walk into that store that you accept the fact that you're going to be videoed.
Yeah, you're entering their property. So.
You're entering their property, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I
can film you on my property, right? I can have all kinds of security cams on my property and film everybody.
Yeah.
So they can.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's what they do with the data, right? If they sell it off, or if there are privacy concerns, or
yeah. But honestly, Pete, when you walk into now, when you're walking into any shop now, they've got cameras right on the tills now, everywhere. There's a camera everywhere, And now you walk into the shops, and the staff are now even wearing the cameras, and apparently they're not on. But if there's some trouble, they say, "I'm going to start turning it on." From what I understand. So
yeah, but that's all protection, right? Because you see those robbings, right? The mass robbings, or the where they go in with 10, 20 people, and just plunder the fucking lot, just like in the US. They're doing
agreement, says Alice, not lawful. And Mahat says the law states the corporation requires explicit consent. End of. Other people are making bank, so there's obviously more to it. Okay. Interesting.
Well, on your private property, you have to put up a sign that you're filming. You're being filmed. You have to. You're legally obliged to.
I'm not sure the shops are doing that though, Pete. So
I'm not sure if that's. I get that.
So there could be some. It would be interesting because, and also I noticed that apparently they're now putting, Pete, they're putting alarm tags on 4 pints of milk.
Yeah,
it's getting that bad, and Greg's, who are the big takeaway sandwich sausage roll bar people, whose owner, by the way, was done for paedophilia and served a prison sentence, which is why I will not walk into an effing Greg's, because the owner was a paedophile. So if you don't know that, and you don't want to shop at Greg's, you now know some information about Greg's. But
they are doing all kinds of prevention now too. Yeah.
But now 4 pints of milk is being alarm tagged. So a £2 pint of milk is now being alarm tagged. Greg's are now starting to put everything behind locked cabins, because people are just walking in and taking what they want and walking out. Yeah. So
it hasn't happened here yet, but it's bound to happen here too. Yeah.
You're right, Rich T. Greg's is shit. Absolutely, mate. Yeah, absolutely. I completely concur. My coffee was in a Perspex box the other day.
Oh, lovely.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's probably full of chemicals, that Perspex box as well, because everything is bloody full of chemicals, isn't it, these days? Yeah. And should we have some music, Pete? We're already at 9:45.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me find some music then. Let me just find some music here, because I did download some music to share with you. And it is from one of our favorites. It's Mr. Angry North. Ooh. And it's about the CBDCs. Yes. Ooh. So enjoy, and we'll be back in about 4 minutes. Ta-da!
We don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that. And also, we will have the technology to enforce that. Those two issues are extremely important, and that makes a huge difference with respect to what cash is.
These lyrics are written to the masses. I'm looking for a hit. This one's about something they might care about. Money, currency, cost of living, being able to buy stuff like food.
For at least a lifetime, it's all been a lie. They called it promissory. Sick joke. was good and we thought we had some freedom and prosperity. And our brains, they were trained to never think. And so we were so easily bamboozled and hoodwinked by cheap state paper and ink. A rotten game to the core, but we smelled no stink. And with our blind eyes and our minds on the blink, they smiled at our foolishness with a nod and a wink. While back to serfdom ever faster we did sink. We never did our own rethink, took no chance to bring things back from the brink. It's always been an abuse and a scam. Currency issued for our use by the man. But now there's a brand new script, a new plan. It's a tale of slaughter, you play the lamb. So much worse than old worthless currency, building a digital prison for humanity. With total remote programmability, your purchase power tied to your civility.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
It was the house's game from the off, with big pig friends all feeding at the trough, flicking that tap freely on and off. Greedy pig looks taken from the runoff, with private central banking pulled off. Yeah, that was a scam they could be so proud of, by just how much they could mug us off. All bets they were now off, blowing bubbles for themselves, knowing full well when to sell things off, kindly providing us with directions to the top of the cliff so we could drive off, with endless means to scam and rip us off. We remain the prey that they fed off, and human freedom economic therefore all of. They engineered the end of. And now we've been conditioned consummately to only transact digitally. Now they've got the means to make us less free than most of us dreamed we could ever be. We're inventing currency tyrannically, making chain slaves of you and me. They've already told you that you'll own no property. When will you finally face reality? Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! They know how compliant the masses always prove to be. The end of your nose is as far as you can see. Big changes ahead, you just never foresee. You just assume things will stay the way you know them to be. You count your wealth in the government's currency, lazily assume ongoing spendability and fungibility. A pound or dollar held by you being worth the same as one of them that's held by me. Well, that's just not the way that things are set to be. With your balance programmed algorithmically, with your social credit score, you'll need to show how well behaved you've been to buy anything at all. Just how worthless is life gonna be when just to barely survive you wave goodbye to all your liberty? Why don't you smell the coffee? Just how keen to not see what you continue to be. Human enslavement currencies, depression recipes, that let's make your whole life down on your knees. You'll be so eager to please. Some Jason's gonna be a breeze. See the prison walls, please. Your ignorance is a real killer disease. Your private sentence is bliss to your enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kick against the pricks.
Yeah. Yeah, October. Yeah.
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 Song
the
by
world is
Angry
over.
North and Boris's Bitches. Yeah.
Yep.
We like a bit of Angry North. He does appear on the show occasionally. He pops in to say hello to people. And talking of northern people, good evening, Mr. Smith.
Hey, twat.
Hope you're well, sir. Good to see you. We will be going over to Rumble very shortly, in about 5 minutes or so. And and talking of CBDCs, Pete, this again is all linked in with the Brit card, isn't it? You know, and I've talked about this before, but GB News has recently just done an article about it, and I want to share it with you. Here we are.
Is your wake-up call. The British government is pushing forward with plans for a national digital ID system. They've called it the Brit card. And if that name doesn't send a chill down your spine, you have not been paying attention. Now let's call it what it really is. The Brit card is not about making your life easier. It's about making you easier to track, control, and punish if you step out of line across whatever line of the day is deemed important. They've wrapped it up in slick PR language about streamlining services and enhancing security and making sure that the Windrush scandal never happens again, because people who are allowed to live here will have the proof that they do so. They're also telling you all through the press that this will stop people coming over here on small boats. That is patently untrue. It isn't just about proving who you are online. That all sounds rather lovely. This is about building a centralized, state-controlled digital identity system that could be used, will be used, to link your finances, your medical history, your travel movements, your social media activity, even your social activity in real life, and more. It's quite frankly a digital dog tag. And once it's clipped around your neck, you will not be able to take it off. So let's start with the basics. What is this Brit card? According to leaked briefings and government statements, and frankly, any of us who've been paying attention knew this was coming, the Brit card is going to act as a unified digital identification that every British citizen can use to access public services, to prove their identity, and eventually, though they won't say this part out loud, link with your banking, your health, and your travel movements. They're calling it optional for now, but we've heard that line before. Remember vaccine passports? Yes, I do. They started as a temporary solution, but within weeks, you couldn't get into a pub or fly abroad without one. Make no mistake, the Brit card is the foundation of a surveillance state. Once in place, it will become incredibly easy to expand, quietly, incrementally, until it is essential for anything you want to do. You want to apply for a job? Brit card. Rent a flat? Brit card. Take a train? You guessed it. Brit card. And once that is normal, it is no longer this so-called card. It is a digital chain. It is invisible, but it is ironclad.
Yeah, it's a real ID. That's what it is.
We know it's exactly what's going on in America.
Yeah, it's real. That's what they're
going on in America. Real ID.
Well, worldwide, Robert. It's everywhere.
Yeah,
real ID. That's what it is. Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, Pete, when they're going to actually bring in the the 9/11 moment, and it could be because it's coming up. It's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, well, people
when
are
are they
talking
going to
about
crash the economy, or maybe set off another war to say, oh, we need to now bring in all your digital currency. We need to bring in the digital currency and digital ID, and it just feels like we're getting closer and closer to that moment, Pete, doesn't it? It really does. You know,
well, you look at the first steps, or the definitive steps, I would say, are already being made in October, right? That's when the CBDC becomes official, and it's still opt in, opt out, like she says, right? But yeah, of course.
I think it was
that's what they need something for. Like, okay, why would you need to use it? And I think that's what we're already seeing, like in gaming. I don't know if you have been seeing any of that, but we now have banking systems demanding certain games to be removed from game stores.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't deem them under 18, right? Not suitable for anybody.
Oh.
So I think through media, right? They'll do it like porn. That's the first one. So you have to use real ID to get your porn
now, haven't you? To
yeah.
watch porn. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the most obvious one, right? Porn is always number one.
Yeah.
Then games and entertainment. So your movie, your Netflix, your all those things are going to be tied into a real ID. So yeah, that's how they get you.
Yeah.
To use that stuff.
Yeah.
Through innocent stuff, like okay, well that's okay. I'll buy a game. I'm 18. I can buy that game. I'll show you I'm 18. No problem, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's banking banks doing this. It's not even the games themselves or the game
banks
stores.
run the world, Pete.
I know.
But
that's why I'm pointing it out. Like it's the banks.
The banks run the world anyway. So,
it's the central banks. CBDC is central banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And moving on, Pete, and talking about big influences and everything. You've got this woman has been making an appearance recently. Liz Truss.
Lizzie.
Elite that hates UK was behind London 2012 opening ceremony, right? So so this woman, Liz Truss, has appeared with that US right-wing commentator that we all love to hate, Ben Shapiro. So the former Prime Minister Liz Truss has claimed that an elite that hates Britain was responsible for the London 2012 Olympics opening ceremony, stating its views did not represent the average Briton. In an interview with Shapiro, Truss criticised the ceremony's celebration of the National Health Service and multiculturalism, arguing it was disconnected from the values of people in small towns and rural areas. She linked this perceived disconnect to a broader political elite, naming people like Jeremy Corbyn and Keir Starmer as examples of figures who prioritise the rights of non-residents over British interests. Well, funny that they're Labour people, Miss Truss, and you've not mentioned any Tory people there.
Yeah, well, obviously, but she got hoodwinked by the Tories, so she won't.
Yeah. Well, she got hoodwinked, so why don't she criticise them? Truss asserted that the ceremony's portrayal of Britain,
she does,
particularly its focus on the NHS and multiculturalism, was not reflected of the mainstream British sentiment, and was instead the product of a London-based elite. She claims harbours animosity towards the country. So the London Mile, she's probably talking about there. Well, I think we all would agree with that, wouldn't we? The comments were made during a discussion on the state of British identity and free speech, where Truss also criticised the ceremony's inclusion of figures like Shakespeare, Mary Poppins and James Bond, suggesting they were overshadowed by what she described as a focus on welfare and multiculturalism. This criticism is notable because Truss has previously praised the 2012 ceremony in 2013, lauding its seamless blend of British history and culture, including figures like Brunel and William Shakespeare. So there you go. So she's
that's what happened, right? She got pooed out by the party. She got used as a fucking scapegoat. Like, okay, you stupid woman.
Yeah.
And off she was, and then she found out that politics wasn't that nice at all, and they're all evil and backstabbing motherfuckers, and really? How did you get there in the first place, Liz?
She's got a nice big pension.
Sure, and all the protections because she is,
and all the protection she gets.
PM for life, but that's why she can say certain things. And
interestingly enough, I saw this, and you and I discussed this previously in the pre-show. That there's a lady that I follow called Laura Bowley. I quite like her, and she's written a little thing about the fall of the pillars, and you comment on this afterwards, Pete, and she thinks that Britain is next. So for centuries, three great pillars have propped up the global order: Washington, London and Rome. Now one by one they are shaking. Look closely at Britain. Each event might seem random on its own, but taken together they form a trail of breadcrumbs showing that something much bigger is moving beneath the surface. Trump's expose of Starmer. In Scotland, Trump humiliate Starmer on live TV, forcing him to lie about Britain's supposed commitment to free speech. I remember that. Congressional allies arrived. Jim Jordan, Scott Fitzgerald, and Kevin Kiley travelled to London to challenge the UK's Online Safety Act, met with Technology Secretary Peter Kyle, and included an encounter with Nigel Farage. The Lucy Connolly case, a woman jailed for a migrant post during the Southport attacks. The Trump administration openly declares that they are monitoring her case. She is due for release next week. Vance in the UK, the vice president, arrived on a family holiday, but meets with patriots and politicians who have been warning about immigration and free speech. Apple backdoor blocked, and this is just recently as well. Tulsi Gabbard announced that the UK has been forced to abandon its demand for a surveillance backdoor into iPhones, a huge win for digital freedom. And the Trump administration formally accuses the UK of serious restrictions on free speech and backsliding on human rights. And also then you have Rose Doherty, 74, who was handcuffed in Glasgow simply for holding a pro-life sign, proof of what free speech really means under the government, a wake-up call for the public. And Charlie Boy, King Charlie Sausage Fingers, issues a pre-recorded VJ Day message instead of appearing live.
Yeah.
Whilst Balmoral Castle is mysteriously closed until October the 1st. And on August 17th, British media tells households to stockpile food and essentials in case of war on the UK soil. And then you've got the Trump state visit on September.
That's why they didn't do it.
And Trump state visit on the September the 17th as well. You know, are the pillars falling? I don't know, Pete. You know, but
it's all by design, Rob. This is the new world order that we're seeing, right?
Yeah,
the royals have to incorporate
it's the new Roman Empire, isn't it, Pete?
Yeah, this is the new world order, and the technocrats are taking over, and you know the royals are becoming corporates or a different kind of entity that they used to be, right? So less relevant and all that, but still very powerful. Just like the Rothschilds, at a certain point, just went obscure, right?
Yeah,
they used to run everything, and then now they're all obscure, but they're still fucking running everything. So I think the royals will do the same, and Charles, and you know, I don't know.
I agree with Alice's comment here, Pete. That it sounds a bit Q.
You know? Yeah.
You know, oh, don't worry, you don't have to do anything because, like, Trump
trust the plan.
Trust
the plan.
You know, and again. You know, is a lot of it all theatre? I think a lot of it is all theatre. Good evening to Turgoose and Steve. Steve,
there he is. He's here.
Yes, Steve Turgoose is here.
Steve.
And let's not forget, because he's not here, so he must be queer. It's Pat the Twat. So good evening to Pat the Twat.
Pat.
And also, it's been a long time since I've said it. Good evening, MI6 Matt, wherever you are out there, keeping your eyes and ears to the ground and giving us some info on who's infiltrating who in these protests. Matt, the man who knows, because he's been around years.
Oh yeah,
he knows. So good evening, Matt the Twat. I mean, Pat the Twat and MI6 Matt, who's not a twat. And let's say goodbye to YouTube. Yes, we've been on here long enough. So. Thank you, YouTube. We will be back as usual, same time next week. So let me click the button. Let me edit it. Edit. Yeah. Let me. Oh no, I've got to click remove. I did it wrong. Right. So let's remove. Bull bills. Oh, why am I edit? Here we go. Right. So let's.
Don't push the wrong button, Robert.
I know, mate. I know. Remove YouTube from this stream. Okay. Yeah.
That's the right one.
That's the one. So remove YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. We're over to Rumble. We're rumbling on. God bless. Thank you for watching. We'll be back next week and see you then.